What's up, YouTube? Coming back at you. Dropping off my load here at Proctor and Gamble, and dropped it off already. They said it won't be ready till 8 p.m. tonight. I have plenty of hours to drive, but my 14-hour clock is going to run down, so I'm thinking I might have maybe about between 5 and 7 hours on my clock by the time they're ready for me to come pick this thing up. So now it's just deciding whether or not I'm gonna go an hour south so I can take care of my laundry and stuff, or just, you know, screw off at Flying J for a little while I'm waiting. Not too much going on today, but this load is supposed to be going down to New Caney, Texas, and supposed to be there tomorrow, but it's not gonna happen. 670, 680 miles for one day. Most I could probably get is like 560, 550 out of a 65-mile-an-hour truck. You know. So this guy's about to start up this truck over here. I'll roll up my windows so that way engine noise isn't too much, but otherwise not too much going on. Just chilling, you know, like usual. But yeah, give me some topics to talk about, something you guys want to hear about, you know. I'm a rookie driver, like I said before. You know, only been out here a year and a half. Spent my first year working for Schneider National Carriers, and I pulled drive-in for them, and you know, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It's a pretty good company to work for if you're just coming out here, you know. Apparently they're supposed to be upping their new training package or whatever, so pretty much now, I mean, like, they would take new drivers before, but you had to you had to already have had your CDL and everything else, but now apparently they're taking brand new students. Don't quote me on that. It's just from what I've heard from a guy that I know is a trainer over there. By the way, if you ever go to Schneider National Carriers, I definitely suggest looking into trying to get Mr. Gary Caldwell as your trainer. He was the guy that trained me, and I would definitely suggest trying to get yourself in a 10-speed, just so you can learn it, get it done. You know, something you gotta learn. Not all companies run automatics. But Schneider is supposed to be going over to nothing but automatics, so depends on what you want. The training is not hard. I wouldn't say it's hard, but they'll teach you how to run your hours and stuff and keep the wheels moving. And for the time that I was there, the only issues I had when I was working for Schneider was home time. But that's a whole other story. If you guys want to hear about that, let me know. But I've been thinking about going back to do the lease purchase program at some point. Either that or sometime in the future. I mean, I'm only 22. I'll be 23 in April. So when I turn 23, there's a company that was wanting to hire me. It runs all long hood Peterbilt 389s. Brand new trucks. They're supposed to be getting a whole bunch of them this spring. They're 10-speed manual, 70-mile-an-hour trucks, and they pull refrigerated units. The pay is not bad, but it's all per diem. And for you guys coming out here, per diem is a big deal. Honestly, it really doesn't help you all that much. It just pretty much is our tax write-off for the company. But I mean, you get more of your paycheck back as opposed to them taking out $200 or $300 in taxes. I mean, taxes out here will kill you, man. Taxes out here ain't no joke, especially in the trucking industry. They love to tax the shit out of truck drivers. But otherwise, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. You know, I enjoy doing this career. You know, before this, I worked in a factory. I worked in a nasty part of the factory. I worked in live receiving at a chicken plant. I'm not going to mention the name because I don't know. You know, companies are finicky about that kind of BS. But otherwise, I'll try to keep my language clean on the channel, just in case anybody has got kids wants to watch. I'll try to keep my language pretty clean on here. But otherwise, I mean, I've helped, was it like 2 or 3 friends now get into the industry with different companies that offer pretty good pay packages. So, you know, I'm always looking around and seeing what's what, talking to owner-operators when I go inside to get lunch or dinner for the night or something, which, I mean, I don't do often because I have a refrigerator in here, so for the most part I just load up on frozen dinners and stuff and keep them in the fridge and keep all my drinks cool and stuff. But otherwise, I mean, if you're looking to get in this industry, it's not bad. It's a life changer for me. I mean, I went from making $15 an hour in a factory to making, I want to say like 40. I want to say like 41,000 a year. And other companies you go to, you can make more than that. It just depends on what you do. But I myself, I run dry vans, so they don't pay too much for dry van because we don't unload anything. So our job really ain't too bad. I mean, we just pretty much deliver the goods and that's it. But yeah, and then you know, I've been thinking about getting into the owner-operator thing at some point in the future, but for that, I don't know. We'll see, because my fiance and I are both looking at getting a house, and you know, we got land, but we don't have a house to put on it, and we're just trying to decide what we're gonna do with that. And for the time being, I can't switch jobs until afterwards, or I can't really change up anything that I'm doing right now because I have to have steady work history. And if I change, well, I'm only like 6 months into this company, then, you know, that's going to be a negative on my part. But the company I work for right now, Dark Transit Company, it's not a bad company. It's not a bad company. The pay's not bad. I mean, I make more here than I did with Schneider. But the thing is, it's just some personal things. You know, bills and whatnot pile up, and you don't really have too much playroom sometimes. And it gets a little hectic sometimes. But for the most part, I ain't really got too much bad to say about this industry, man. I've been enjoying this industry since before I met my fiance. I met my fiance a few months after I first started in the industry. You know, I met her and we got to talking and whatnot, and she's been really good. You know, she's been really good. I don't have to worry about her running around on me and stuff like a lot of other women would. But that's another topic for discussion at another time. So let me know what you guys want to hear about. I'll do my best to talk about it. See, you know, what kind of content you guys like. And yeah, I just get on the road. I have to go about an hour south to drop this load. What am I saying? I have to go about an hour south to wash my clothes and stuff. Just like I say, I mean, hour south to Flying J, where I started off from this morning. So that's trucking for you. I mean, that's how it is sometimes. Sometimes you can't do nothing but wait. But otherwise, I mean, yeah, pretty good career field. Not bad. Looking to make money. Make it every week, not every other week. You're not tied down at home. You don't have any obligations keeping you at home. Yeah, this is a damn good industry, especially for the single guys. Yeah, when I was single, I drove usually I'd get up about 3 in the morning and be done by about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I've driven through ice and snow, wind, rain, all that. And honestly, I have to say, this winter, I don't know if this winter's been better or worse than the last one. Or maybe it was just because I was scared because it was my first time dealing with it. But last year, when I first started, I remember, because I started in October of 2017, and in that time, I got up, you know, I was in Missouri. Yeah, I was in Missouri on I-44. Snow is falling and the roads are freezing up. It's about 3 in the morning. I got pictures of it if you guys want to see them. I'll try and put a bunch of pictures in a video or something. But my truck was covered in snow, man. I've been up to Niagara Falls and snow out the ass. I mean, the snow is pretty ridiculous, man. I mean, this year especially too, in like Wisconsin and Minnesota, and in Pennsylvania too. Ohio wasn't too bad, but Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Illinois, oh my God, just couldn't get away from it. Now they're wanting to send me south. Things are warming up, ironically enough, and I'm hoping that they do, because it gets old running in the snow and ice every single day. Every single day is either in the negatives or in the 20s or the low 30s. That shit gets old, and it gets old quick. But alright guys, that's gonna be all for today, I think, for the most part. But if not, well, I'll post another video. Hit me up, let me know what you think. Got any topics? Let me know. See you.